The paradox of scientific absolutes. Why creation is the only coherent explanation. Science asserts itself as the pinnacle of objective truth, built upon immutable laws governing pressure, motion, matter, and biological replication. Yet, upon closer inspection, each of these laws reveals a profound contradiction. They are not universal, but conditional. They function only within closed systems, dependent on environmental constraints that prevent indefinite expansion or infinite complexity. This paradox dismantles the illusion of scientific objectivity and forces the unavoidable conclusion. If scientific principles require containment to remain valid, they are not self-existent laws, but aspects of a designed framework. And if natural laws are designed rather than emergent, the existence of a creator is not a philosophical abstraction, but a rational necessity. 1. The fragility of scientific laws in open systems. Boyle's law, foundational in physics, dictates that gas pressure increases when volume decreases, yet only within a sealed chamber. In the vacuum of space, where containment is lost, pressure becomes undefined, rendering Boyle's law meaningless. Similarly, DNA and RNA replication obey strict biochemical pathways, but outside living cells, they degrade rather than evolve. The assumption that random mutations drive progressive complexity over billions of years contradicts biological entropy. Life moves toward disorder, not unlimited adaptation. Atoms, once considered indivisible, fragment into quarks, fields, and probability clouds. Even the atomic foundation fails to provide permanence, proving that matter itself is contingent, not absolute. These failures collectively expose a profound reality. Science's laws do not dictate the universe. They are conditions placed upon it, bound within structured environments. If every scientific law dissolves outside its closed system, laws are not the foundation of existence. Something else, beyond mere physical principles, must account for their structured containment. Second, Protagorean relativism and the deceptive nature of scientific knowledge. Protagoras declared that truth is always relational, never independent. This insight, often dismissed by modern science, becomes undeniable upon deeper scrutiny of how scientific principles function, situational truth over absolute reality. Every so-called scientific law depends on fixed conditions. Boyle's law collapses in open systems, atomic structures dissolve under quantum mechanics, and biological complexity fails to materialize outside carefully regulated biochemical frameworks. Measurement constructs. Reality. Modern physics reveals an unsettling truth. Laws manifest only when observed within a structured environment. If gas pressure increases during compression, does that pressure exist before observation, or does measurement itself define the phenomenon? Science's fear of relativism. Modern institutions resist Protagoras' epistemology because relativism undermines universal claims. Yet every scientific discovery proves him correct. Laws function only within specific boundaries, never beyond them. This paradox exposes the failing assumption that science is discovering independent truths. Instead, it is merely describing functional approximations within constraints that science itself cannot explain. Third, Democritus's atomic vision versus reality's relational complexity. Democritus, anticipating scientific materialism, proposed that all matter consisted of indivisible atomos, eternal building blocks forming reality. Modern atomic structures undermine this vision in profound ways. Atoms are no longer fundamental. They dissolve into quarks, probability fields, and quantum fluctuations. No final indivisible particle exists, only endless relational behaviors. Quantum uncertainty contradicts classical determinism. At subatomic levels, observation defines existence, rejecting the notion of fixed material permanence. The view of the void was always essential, ancient atomism embraced emptiness as a necessary medium. Modern physics reintroduces this through quantum field theories and vacuum fluctuations, proving that matter itself is not self-existent, but dependent upon deeper structuring forces. This realization renders materialism an incoherent foundation for reality. If matter itself lacks fixed permanence, then existence cannot be explained solely through materialistic principles. The fourth DNA, RNA, and the entropy of biological replication. Biological systems, long cited as proof of evolution's endless complexity, reveal decay rather than improvement. DNA does not infinitely self-correct, it accumulates errors. Aging, genetic diseases, and mutational overload all demonstrate that cellular copying results in progressive degradation. RNA is inherently unstable. Without biochemical support, it disintegrates within minutes or hours. The idea that molecular coding randomly improves over billions of years ignores the reality of entropic decay. Life is bound by biochemical laws. Outside these constraints, genetic structures do not refine themselves, but break down. Instead of reinforcing the myth of evolutionary refinement, DNA and RNA reveal a necessity for structured intentionality. The biological framework does not allow for infinite complexity, but demands precise organization. V. The logical necessity of creation. Bringing it all together, science's laws expose a universal paradox. Boyle's law operates only within containment. Outside a closed system, it ceases to apply. DNA and RNA replication require biochemical stability. Outside their structured environment, they degrade irreversibly. Atoms are not indivisible. They fragment endlessly, making material permanence impossible. Scientific knowledge is relational, proving Protagorean relativism correct. Truth is contingent, not absolute. This paradox destroys the notion that natural laws exist independently. If every law requires containment to function, then containment itself must be designed. Science has not disproven creation, it has unknowingly affirmed it.